much and welcome to the program, Issues of the Moment. Issues of the Moment is a current affairs program of Living Television Film Academy here in Aba. And my name is Chimezie Ozers. Today we are continuing with our conversation on the governor Agani's in 2023. And today is the second and final leg of that very conversation. And on the studio today is a man who has become very popular as far as this program is concerned. He is a regular contributor in Issues of the Moment. I'm talking about Mr. C.K. Igara. Mr. Igara is the ABIA State Chairman, Inter-Party Advisory Council, APAC. Mr. Igara, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me, and good afternoon, viewers.
CK, let me start like this. Because of your position, what are the qualities we expect in the person that will occupy the highest political office in ABIA? I'm talking about the governor. Who should occupy the government house in 2023? I want you to be honest.
Honestly, I want to thank you for this question. I remember in 2014, 2015, this same question came. That I wasn't the chairman of IPAC. Okay. So then, we have always had a system of making sure that the right person is enthroned as the governor. And you will recollect that before now, someone like Otis Okado, when he came, people told us that he was a business mogul, he was too rich, he had so much money,
and he was richer than the state.
All those things they told us. When DOG came, they told us he has been a technocrat, he has been a civil servant, he has been this, all those things we heard about it. Then when the current governor, our governor, came, they told us he's from a humble background. He is a teacher, a lecturer, he is somebody, a Christian, he does. So let us tell you that all the categories of human beings have been covered by these governors that have ruled the state. This time around, we need a governor who will solve our problems, who will reduce our burdens, who will take away our shame. That's the kind of governor we need. We are not interested in party. We are not interested in party. Thank God we played a major role in enthroning this governor. Thank God we also, personally, I was a contributor to OC Prestige run. And of course, we knew what we did to make sure that the right person came. This time around, we are more determined. Fortunately, I am the chairman of all political parties. Based on that, we are coming together to make sure that the right candidate is enthroned, irrespective of his background. Irrespective of the fact that, because we are tired of these BB grammars. We are tired of this, they are running back. People, of course, there is no person, no gladiator in Abia I have not spoken to one-on-one. I'm not sure there is any man who wants to be governor of Abia State that I have not sat with him. I'm not sure. I have not seen somebody who will solve our problem. Unfortunately. Because most of the people that I have spoken to, I ask them, what are you bringing on the table? What are you bringing? What is the solution to Abia's problem? Most of them don't know the basic problem of Abia. And unfortunately, that's exactly where we are starting from.
Okay, thank you very much, CK, for your frankness. Then, in effect, you are saying that the likes of Ochos Okado, DL, and of course, the sitting governor, Okeze Bazo, should not happen to Abia State in 2023. Is that what you are saying?
Yes, they can't come back in the first place. They can't come back. Why are they coming back? Because they have exhausted their 8 years, which is the maximum given by the Constitution. They can't come back. Number two, we want somebody who has independent mind. Somebody who can take a decision. Obasanjo said, people asked him, why are you like this? He said, because he is a man who will stand on his decision, whether good or bad.
He should be fair and fair.
He should be fair and fair. We need a governor. Let me tell you, I read management. A manager has 5 major functions. They are all embedded in one person. It is a situational thing. When you see a situation that requires you to be democratic, you should be democratic. If you meet a situation that wants you to be autocratic, you should be autocratic. If you meet a situation that will give you opportunity to be anyhow, you adapt that situation. And that's exactly the ABIA state governor we need in 2023 is somebody, by the way, I am not somebody who is talking about zoning, but I know it is important. It is important. Why is it important? Because it will bring a kind of unity within the polity. But because of our constitution, I swore to an oath to uphold the constitution. And that is to say, the constitution said, you have the right, even Okeze's younger brother has the right to contest. But it is not left for the people who also have the right to vote him in or not. So that is why I quietly agree that this 2023, ABIAs must, I'm not saying will, ABIAs are going to get a revolution. ABIAs are going to get a surprise of their time because they have gathered again. They will keep telling us they have resources. They keep telling us they have all the contacts. Most of them are busy asking us, where do we do this? Where do we get this? Where do we get this? I remember when this government came, this current government, I remember I confronted them. When I confronted them, I realized the challenges of the state. And what I could do was to see how I can support them because you can't remove them. And that I've been doing up until now. Mind you, I want to believe I am one of the IPAC chairmen that have not criticized this government. I've been bringing solutions to this government. But there will be a time, if criticizing, it is very unfortunate that this state, the governor will give an order, and the aides will not implement it. Why has this kind of a thing happened? It has never happened anywhere. So I believe that the governor, he may have good intentions. But the category and caliber of men surrounding him are the problems we are having. I know why I'm saying this. If I start to read out my experiences, you won't believe that. I have not seen any IPAC chairman in any part of this country who does not have direct access to the government. The only person that I find it difficult to have access to is this government. And it's not right. It's not right. The other day, the governor gave me an approval for IPAC to come and see him on a Thursday. And he said I should see him through Arondo today. Up until now, Arondo does not pick cards. Does he really want the government to succeed or the government to fail? So there are certain things that shouldn't happen in a system. And I am sure I have passed this information back to the governor, that I've made it possible to speak to Arondo. And it's difficult.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Kara. Now, in the course of this very program, you say that you have discussed with every aspirant that has declared interest to governor in 2022.
Most of them.
Yes, most of them. And there is something like a leader that's raising them. Are you saying that we are here to get somebody who is qualified?
No, I'm not saying they are not leaders. I'm not saying they are not leaders.
You are talking about the quality they possess.
Quality. Now, let me tell you. Like I mentioned to you, what was Dakano came? He sold this dolly to everybody that he's retired and state government. He told us that he has this country, this company, whatever, his contacts everywhere. That he's bringing the business perspective to governance. That was exactly what we were told. So when TOG came, we were told Oji failed because he wasn't a technocrat. Do you understand? He adopted the business dimension. TOG came as a technocrat. And we saw what happened. We saw how he managed the state. You understand? That also, it's not for us to assess them. Now, we brought, this current governor came. There were two dimensions to his own. I remember one of his, what do I call it, advertorials, and it's you know, so that, he came from that perspective, that's number one. Number two, he also came from the academia. No, forget about the one issue. He came from the academia. He was a lecturer, and he's still a lecturer. Do you understand? He came from the point of knowledge. Everybody knows that he is an educated man. Mind you, people say Ojo wasn't educated. But they can't say that about Okeze. It's obvious if you interact with Okeze, you know he's quite knowledgeable. He's an intelligent young man. Do you understand? So, but what I think, we have gotten these three categories of people. There's a dimension that you have not tried. People think God is not involved in business. Let me tell you one truth. 2014, when we're asking who should go for us, who should go for us? That time, there was no primary. Primary had not been conducted. We were told that FMOSU should be the governor. But FMOSU, either because of, I don't know, because he thought he was already the governor. So he was arrogant to some few persons. So his approach scared away the people that came to talk with him. So they said, this man, they went back to Hussein and said, this man treated us this way. They said he will no longer be governor. And they said, go to Uchoga. That was about 2 weeks ago. I met with Uchoga. I told him, you are part of the problem, I don't understand. He said, how? I told him, when some people came to you, said God told them this. You said your business was more important to you than ABIA State. So that's why they said, you no longer be governor. So, based on that, this time around, we are also consulted the same way we used to consult. And we have been told who is coming. We have been told the kind of person that is coming. He's not the kind of high, big man. He's not the low-key person. It is a moderate person. So it's going to be a kind of challenge to them. It's going to be, because two people will write him off. But at the end of the day, he's coming.
Okay, CK, you are my friend.
Yes.
And we're very, very close. Can you reveal to me who that person is?
Of course, it's not my responsibility, honestly. It's not my responsibility. My responsibility is to make sure I would the person to my party and make sure they don't change. That's just the little that I can do.
Okay, CK, as a politician, we have those we may refer to as professional politicians.
Good.
We also call them Achi. Any government in power. They are ready to serve any government in power. Now, when you consider the litany of challenges facing out there, do you think that we can afford to make that same mistake of electing a professional politician in 2023?
I don't understand what you mean by professional politician.
Somebody who has no visible means of livelihood, who depends on politics.
No. People said he was a businessman. George worked with INEC, and he was a civil servant. He had means of livelihood. Okay, he was a lecturer. So he also had means of livelihood. So I don't know what those you call.
Do you think that we can replicate the Anambra issue? What happened in Anambra?
What happened? Can you tell me what happened?
The Soludo issue.
Soludo, who is Soludo? Soludo is
because of his background.
Which background?
Why can't we look for somebody that has a background like Chukuma Soludo, Professor Soludo?
Who is the person? In Abia, I mentioned to you, Audios Okado came from the business angle. I also mentioned to you, DOD came from the civil service section. He was a technocrat. Is that not? We're also talking about Okezi Bazu.
Who came from academia?
He's a PhD holder. He came from academia. He's a professional. Do you understand? All these guys are all professionals in their own field. So that's why I'm telling you that this time around, we are no longer interested on those level of assessment. We are interested now in the God factor. The God factor is going to play. Thank God I am the chairman of political parties.
Are you talking about the Godfather factor or the God factor?
What?
Which one do you mean?
See, both the Godfathers, both the professional politicians I talked about are going to be retired this time.
Okay.
They are going to retire. Why am I getting your size, sir? They are going to retire.
Okay.
Okay,
with that, we are going to take a short break, and when we come back, issues of the moment continues. Stay tuned. issues of the moment, and today we are taking a look at the type of governor that should occupy Abia State Government House in 2023. And my guest is no other person than Mr. C.K. Igara. Mr. Igara, like I said earlier, is the Abia State Chairman, Inter-Party Advisory Council. Now, Mr. C.K., let us talk about the zoning arrangement. Every senatorial zone in Abia is saying that it is their turn to produce the next governor. Don't you think that we should jettison this zoning arrangement and look for somebody that has what it takes to rescue Abia in 2023?
Thank you very much, my brother. Zoning is for the convenience of the people involved. If you go back to the Constitution of Nigeria, I have the right to contest. I have the prerequisites. I have all that is needed to be qualified. I'm qualified. Like a senior person here, is qualified to contest. And no man can stop you. Do you understand? So, the issue of Abia Charter of Equity, I have read through that document. It was for the convenience. Now, let me tell you one reason why agreements are made. Even if you are buying a land, a portion of land, the essence of the agreement is because of those who are following you behind, not because of you and the person that you bought it for.
Yes.
Because if you're no longer there, and I'm no longer there, our children must agree with that document. I want to believe that was the rationale behind Abia Charter of Equity. After all, I was not there. It was the same people, our forebears, the people that came together and said the best thing to do is to get this Abia Charter of Equity to help engender peace among our people in this polity. Based on that, they started with Abia North. When they started with Abia North, Ojozo took 8 years. They came to Abia Central. Ojo took 8 years. Now it is in Abia South. It's already 8 years now. Now, under normal circumstances, it should either start from Abia North, which is very, very realistic. Reason, they have stayed longer than Abia Central. So it should automatically go back to Abia North. That is for convenience. But I read an article. I read an article from Don Pani talking about the division. I also had a very lengthy discussion with my good friend, Barrister Moses, on the same issue. I told him, wow, the time you mentioned Uraba and Urbende, when the time we had how many local governments? This time around, we will balkanized into 17 local governments. And we have Abia North, Abia Central, Abia South. So you cannot bring back that old Uraba and Urbende. It must go according to the Constitution of Nigeria, which is Abia Central, Abia South. But the individuals involved is a different thing. Coming to talk about Uraba or Urbende, that is Abia North and part of Abia Central, took 16 years. And Uraba should take 16 years. And as far as I'm concerned, does not have water. It does not stand in any way. It does not stand. After all, as we are talking here, most of those guys talking don't even have the machinery of the parties. Because as it is now, I am in charge of a political party, and I'm the person moderating all the political parties union. I know what is going on. Most of them don't know. Most of the party chairmen are from the zone, just like PDP. It's from the side. That is so as if okay. He's from there. Now, how do you think a governor will come from there again? They have already completed their zoning arrangement. I want to believe this. So, some of these that are talking are people who are quite ignorant of the workings of a political party. If they know that the candidate and the party chairman cannot come from the same zone, obviously, there's no need to come into the party for contesting. So that's one thing. And there are some parties that have their party chairman for a lot. Either they resign or the candidate cannot come from them. It's just circumstance. So let's not talk about that.
Okay, Mr. CK, there is this issue. Some Africans will tell you that we have been very, very unhappy in the area of leadership since 1999, when democracy was restored in Nigeria. Now, to avoid the pitfall of the past, what do you think should be the benchmark for electing somebody in 2023, especially the governorship?
God factor. God has promised us that He has prepared something. And very soon, the person will vote. By the time He has given a mandate. Mind you, I told you, our current governor came when FNOSU and Uchoba didn't agree, according to their personal understanding about what was going on. If they had agreed with the thing that came, they would have been the governor. But when they said no, we started asking, everybody people that are here now, who? God said, none of them. But because of the circumstance, we cannot operate in a vacuum. What is it? Is the person to go? So, I'm not asking a question. That's the thing that God has been interested in other politics. But it's just that they don't understand what God has been doing. This time around, you will see it better and clearer.
Okay, now Mr. Etera, you're probably a very good Christian, and I like you for that. Now, let me ask you this. You say that God has spoken. With due respect, is it from a divine source? Because we keep hearing God said is this person. And at the end of the day, we still have challenges. Although some will tell you that it's not peculiar to ABIA. But if the truth must be told, ABIA is the least developed when you compare it with other 4 southeastern states in Nigeria. So the prophecy is not from a divine source.
Purely, now let me tell you the truth. ABIA is the only state that is called God's own state. That's the only heritage God has in Nigeria. I hope you understand. Do you understand that? But if ABIA is God's own state, the devil will be seriously interested to make sure he denied God. He denied the presence of God. The one good thing that's going for us is that God said, I have seen all this. This is time for me to come and take up my heritage. And that's why I'm telling you with all emphasis, I am being emphatic. Fortunately, I am not speaking from a novice point. I'm speaking from somebody who is almost in the field. Somebody who knows what is going to happen. Somebody who will help. But it's not do you know, even if it's me, do you know what is me?
I'll be very happy.
What is me? What is happening?
I'll be very happy.
So the truth is, we are going to have a paradigm shift from what we used to have. There's going to be a total change from what is going on. ABIA must be redeemed. ABIA, the one said, I don't know if you drive around town. If you drive around town here, you will see the level of moral decadence. Look at what the Keke people do. Look at what taxes, look at what they do. Look at how they keep destroying people's vehicles in the name of whatever. I mean, are we cursed? If we are cursed, what's the second remedy? The remedy is still God. So based on that, we are thinking now. This is the best time to get that. Mind you, the ABIA Christian community, they've come together to say, never again will we allow people who don't have the interest of the masses. And you are right. It's very easy to raise money. It's very easy to raise money. I remember when I syndicated for 2.35 billion naira for the state government. I remember when I single-handedly that for the state government. I brought investors from overseas. I wasn't part of the government. But just because of my intention to make sure that ABIAs will operate and succeed. Mind you, I never one day criticize this government, so that I will not bring discussions to them. But I know that once I join the fray of those who are going to criticize the government publicly, they will lose focus. So I decided, even within IPAC, when they talked, I said, They keep accusing me that I've received 1 naira or 2 naira from the government. And all those years, not giving me money. So when they keep accusing me, when they accuse me, I laugh. Why I laugh is because I said, okay, go and tell the government that he gave me money. Last time they said he gave me 15 million naira and they cannot lower price. So when I was with them, I said, can you tell these people that you have not given me 1 naira and won't bring my price? Is that laughing? He said, you are shouting because of one accusation. That is entitled to 1,500 accusations every day. So I said, your money is different because you see money. I don't see money. You are sitting on patrimony while I'm sitting on an empty chair. So, why am I saying this? This is the time. Those who are making this government not to function are people who were not elected. People who were not elected. The only person who elected was the governor. So it is a duty to make sure that the aides function according to his directive.
Okay, are you saying that OKZ Ibadan is not in control? Is that what you're saying?
Well, if that is your language, if that's the way you choose to call it. But I'm telling you that there are some of his aides that will give a directive and they will not implement. I have reasons. I can mention names. Okay.
I don't think there's any need for that.
So, that's what I'm saying.
Yes, and I have seen you sincerely to ensure that we have a break with the past. Now, PDP has been in power since 1999, and in other states we don't have a strong opposition party. How can that be achieved in 2023?
Elections are won with candidates, not with party structure. Elections are won with candidates. You know what? What was the result? During the last election, we had close to 2 million registered voters in ABIA. Okay, so about 259,000 votes. Is that not true? Good. The other person had 200 something. So if you combine it, it only not 500,000. So if we get the right person, people will come out and vote. Now, people will not come in. I went the rec, at the state rec. We had a meeting, stakeholders meeting. We were trying to find out why this party was taken away from the system. He brought all his grammars. I said, no, you have not got any grammar. The reason why people are not coming out to vote and then defend their vote is because when elections are, when we vote, when we finish voting, then you will declare election, the results that are not in agreement with what we need. That's why people are not coming out. The reason why I say this is because you know I've been there. There were a few occasions here, some elements brought the results, and I said, deal with this man. Stop this man there. He came with money. He came with money with his results. I said, if this man over here, kill him. Let's beat him. We burn down this house. So it was based on that. How can people who stood under the sun from morning till evening to vote, after voting, an idiot will just bring a forged result sheet, give the INEC with some little money, and they'll be cleared, and they'll go to court. Does not say, don't turn it to my face. Declare the right, go to court. I told the rec, this is the problem. Thank God now, if the president should sign this electoral act, it will solve that problem. Once that problem is solved, you see massive turnout. And then that's when you see real election.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Igara. It's nice having you on the program. We have been discussing the type of government ABIA needs in 2023, and my guest has been the Abia State Chairman of Inter-Party Advisory Council, Mr. C.A. Igara. Mr. Igara, it's always a pleasure having you on the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
And thanks for coming.
God bless you, sir.
My name is Chimezie Bozent. I also want to thank you for participating in today's edition of Issues of the Moment. Join us next week for another interesting package. Goodbye.